Have you ever noticed how some women seem to appear and disappear like ghosts? They're one moment, and the next, they're gone. You might be thinking of a friend, a colleague, or even a family member. But today, we're talking about a specific group of women who are known for their enigmatic nature, Sigma females. Why do they vanish, and what's behind their mysterious disappearances? Let's dive in and uncover the 9 brutal truths. Welcome back to our channel. If you're a Sigma female, you know that you don't quite fit into traditional female roles. You're a non-conformist, a free spirit who doesn't like to be tied down. You value your independence, your freedom, and your alone time. You're not afraid to speak your mind, and you're not interested in playing games. You're a true original, and that's what makes you so unique. But despite your many strengths, society often misunderstands you. People might think you're aloof, detached, or even cold. They might assume you're not interested in relationships or that you're not capable of deep connections. But the truth is, you're just wired differently. You have a different way of experiencing the world, and that's what makes you so valuable. Reason 1, they value their freedom and independence above all else. So, why do Sigma females vanish? Let's start with reason number 1. They value their freedom and independence above all else. This might seem like a simple concept, but it's actually a fundamental aspect of the Sigma female personality. You see, Sigma females are not like other women. They don't crave the security of a traditional relationship or the comfort of a familiar routine. Instead, they yearn for the freedom to make their own choices, to follow their own path, and to live life on their own terms. For a Sigma female, freedom and independence are not just desirable traits. They're essential to her well-being. She needs the space to breathe, to think, and to recharge. She needs the freedom to pursue her passions, to explore her interests, and to express herself authentically. And she needs the independence to make her own decisions, to take her own risks, and to live her own life. Now, this might sound selfish to some people, but trust me, it's not. Sigma females are not antisocial or anti-relationship. They're just highly selective about how they spend their time and energy. They're not interested in wasting their time on superficial relationships or meaningless activities. They're not interested in being tied down by unnecessary commitments or responsibilities. And they're not interested in sacrificing their own needs and desires for the sake of others. Instead, Sigma females prioritize their own needs and desires. They take care of themselves, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. They invest in their own personal growth and development. And they cultivate meaningful relationships with people who respect and support their independence. So, if you're a Sigma female, don't be afraid to prioritize your own freedom and independence. Don't be afraid to say no to social invitations or to take time for yourself. Don't be afraid to pursue your passions and interests, even if they're not what others expect of you. And don't be afraid to live life on your own terms, even if that means going against the status quo. Want to know the next reason why Sigma females disappear? Stay tuned. Want to know the next reason why Sigma females disappear? Stay tuned. We'll explore. Reason number 2, they're overwhelmed by superficial social interactions. Now, let's dive into reason number 2. In today's fast-paced world, it seems like everyone is busy chatting about the weather, the latest trends, or what's happening on social media. But for Sigma females, this type of small talk can feel exhausting and unfulfilling. They crave something much deeper, meaningful connections and real conversations. Imagine being at a party where everyone is talking, but no one really seems to be saying anything important. You might find yourself nodding along, but inside you're feeling a sense of disconnect. This is how many Sigma females feel in social situations filled with superficial chatter. They often feel like they're just going through the motions, engaging in conversations that don't feed their souls or stimulate their minds. Sigma females thrive on deep conversations that allow them to explore ideas, share experiences, and connect on a personal level. They want to discuss their passions, values, and beliefs. They want to know what makes others tick and share their own unique perspectives. Small talk simply doesn't satisfy their need for connection. Instead, they seek out meaningful exchanges that challenge their thoughts and help them grow. Because of this desire for depth, Sigma females often find themselves feeling lonely in a crowded room. They may have many acquaintances but few true friends. When they encounter people who only want to talk about surface-level topics, it can feel draining. They need to be around individuals who can see beyond the surface, who are willing to dive into deeper discussions, and who value authenticity over appearances. That's why you'll often find Sigma females gravitating towards smaller groups or one-on-one interactions. They prefer spending time with a few close friends who understand them rather than being part of a large social gathering where they feel isolated. These close connections allow them to be their true selves without the pressure to conform to societal expectations or engage in meaningless conversations. It's also important to note that sometimes Sigma females need solitude to recharge after social interactions. They cherish their alone time as it allows them to reflect, think, and regain their energy. After being in a crowded space filled with superficial interactions, they may withdraw to process their thoughts and emotions. So, if you're a Sigma female, remember that it's perfectly okay to step back when you feel overwhelmed by social situations. Seek out those deeper connections that nourish your spirit. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and appreciate your unique perspective. And don't hesitate to express your need for more meaningful conversations. Before we dive into our third reason, hit that like button if you're feeling this message. Trust me, the next reason why Sigma females vanish is even more mind-blowing. Reason 3, the emotional detox. Let's dive deep into our third brutal truth about why Sigma females vanish, the emotional detox. Trust me, this one's going to hit home for many of you. Picture this. You're sitting in a room full of people, your phone's buzzing with endless notifications, and your mind is crowded with others' expectations. Sound familiar? For a Sigma female, this isn't just uncomfortable, it's soul-draining. Here's the raw truth. Sigma females don't just step back, they completely vanish when they need to cleanse their emotional space. But why? Let me break it down for you. Those people who leave you feeling exhausted after every interaction. Sigma females can spot these energy vampires from miles away. Instead of engaging in endless dramatic confrontations, they choose to quietly disconnect, block negative influences, create healthy boundaries without announcing it to the world. Digital overwhelm. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with social media drama, work messages, family group chats, random notifications. Sigma females recognize when this digital noise becomes too loud. They don't hesitate to hit that "Do Not Disturb" button or even deactivate their social media accounts temporarily. Here's something most people won't tell you. Sometimes you need to empty your cup before you can fill it with better things. Sigma females understand this ancient wisdom. They disappear to clear their mental space, process their emotions, realign with their goals, strengthen their inner voice. Have you ever felt like your emotions are tangled up like earphones in your pocket? That's exactly when Sigma females choose to vanish. They're not running away, they're running towards clarity. When a Sigma female goes into emotional detox mode, she typically cuts off unnecessary communications, creates a peaceful environment, focuses on self-care rituals, evaluates relationships and commitments, rebuilds her emotional boundaries. After this detox period, Sigma females often emerge stronger, more focused, emotionally balanced, crystal clear about their boundaries, ready to tackle new challenge. Here's the thing about emotional detox. It's not about being antisocial or dramatic. It's about being brutally honest with yourself about what serves your growth and what doesn't. If you're feeling guilty about needing space, remember this: your emotional peace is non-negotiable. Real queens understand that sometimes disappearing isn't just an option, it's a necessity. Reason 4, they refuse to conform to social expectations. Sigma females are unique because they don't easily fit into society's boxes. While most people feel the constant pressure to adapt, conform, or mold themselves to the expectations of others, Sigma females have a natural resistance to these societal pressures. Instead of conforming to fit in or appease others, they choose to remain true to themselves, even if that means standing out or going against the grain. Society often imposes a set of standards on people, especially on women, telling them how they should look, act, dress, and even think. For Sigma females, these expectations can feel confining. They don't enjoy being told who they should be or what they should strive for. Instead of following traditional paths or adopting popular trends, they are more likely to pursue their own unique interests and goals. They seek genuine, meaningful lives over trying to appear successful, popular, or conventionally perfect. This can sometimes make them appear rebellious, but their refusal to conform isn't about rejecting others. It's about embracing their own individuality. Sigma females place a high value on authenticity. They prefer to stay true to their inner values rather than modify their beliefs or behaviors just to be accepted by a particular social group. In their eyes, life is too short to spend it pretending to be someone they're not. For them, freedom, particularly the freedom to be authentic, is essential, and they'll prioritize it over almost anything else. This strong desire for personal freedom is one reason they're often perceived as being mysterious or elusive. When a Sigma female feels that she's being pressured to fit into a role that doesn't align with her values, her immediate reaction is often to pull away. This doesn't mean she's antisocial or lacks empathy. She just knows herself well enough to recognize when a situation is forcing her to act out of character. Rather than feeling the need to please others or conform, she will quietly remove herself from spaces or people who don't respect her individuality. This retreat isn't always obvious to others, but it's a powerful statement. Sigma females would rather be alone or pursue their own unique path than compromise their identity. Another factor behind this resistance to social expectations is the Sigma female's focus on substance over appearance. She has little patience for superficiality, fakeness, or social games, and she can sense inauthenticity from a mile away. Where others might feel compelled to play the game to be accepted, she sees no need to do so. Instead, she'll create her own path, one that aligns with her personal ideals and standards. This doesn't mean she's unwilling to be part of a group or that she's incapable of working with others. In fact, she often forms deep connections with like-minded people who also value honesty and individuality. But if the expectations of that group start to clash with her core values, she won't hesitate to move on. This refusal to conform can make Sigma females appear unapproachable, mysterious, or even intimidating to others. But in reality, they're simply setting boundaries that allow them to stay true to themselves. They've learned that trying to fit in can often lead to feeling lost, misunderstood, or disconnected from their own identity, so they choose to prioritize self-respect and freedom over societal approval. In a world that often demands conformity, the Sigma female's approach is refreshing. She reminds us that it's possible to live authentically without giving in to pressure, that we can choose paths that reflect who we truly are, even if it means standing alone at times. This resilience and courage are exactly what make Sigma females so inspiring, and why they're often remembered long after they've stepped out of the spotlight. Does this resonate with you? If you're a Sigma female or you know one, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss what it means to truly live on your own terms. Reason 5. They are driven by purpose, not popularity. For Sigma females, life is all about purpose. While many people are drawn to popularity, social approval, or validation from others, Sigma females have a different approach. They are deeply motivated by a sense of purpose, meaning they focus on what truly matters to them rather than what will make them more popular or liked. Their goals, dreams, and passions drive them more than any desire for attention or approval. This mindset often means that Sigma females don't feel the need to keep up with appearances or follow trends. They won't force themselves into the spotlight or join the latest craze just to fit in. If something doesn't align with their values or purpose, they're quick to move on and seek out places and people that do. This can make them seem mysterious or even distant, but in reality, they're just selective. They carefully choose where they invest their time and energy, ensuring it serves their goals and brings genuine fulfillment. Popularity can be tempting for many, but to a Sigma female, it's often a distraction from what really matters. She sees popularity as something that can change easily and doesn't necessarily bring true satisfaction. Instead of seeking applause or admiration, she wants to make a real impact or pursue personal growth. This drive for purpose means that she's constantly looking to grow, learn, and improve in meaningful ways. When she feels her environment or social circle isn't supporting that, she doesn't hesitate to step away. She'd rather walk alone with her purpose than be surrounded by people who don't share her vision. Because of this focus on purpose, Sigma females can sometimes disappear from social gatherings, workspaces, or even friendships. This isn't because they don't care about others, it's because they care deeply about their life's direction. If a relationship, job, or social setting starts to feel like it's pulling them away from their goals, they have the courage to let it go. This level of commitment to their purpose is rare, and it's one of the traits that makes Sigma females stand out. They're not easily swayed by peer pressure or the need to please others. Their inner drive is so strong that it keeps them focused on the path they believe in. For Sigma females, being true to themselves is worth more than any amount of popularity. They find happiness and pride in staying aligned with their values and achieving their goals, no matter how unconventional they may be. When they feel misunderstood or unsupported, they'd rather vanish than compromise. This doesn't mean they're antisocial. Rather, it shows their strength and self-respect. They know what they want, and they're willing to protect it, even if that means walking away from situations or people who don't support their purpose. Some people might view this as intense or even selfish, but for a Sigma female, it's a way to stay grounded. She doesn't mind being less popular if it means staying true to herself. Her goals and purpose bring her peace, and she doesn't need validation from others to feel confident. In fact, the people closest to her admire her for this quality, even if they don't fully understand it. If you relate to this, you might also be someone who values purpose over popularity, and that's something to be proud of. Embracing your path, even if it's different from everyone else's, takes real courage and determination. Sigma females remind us all that popularity can fade, but a life lived with purpose brings lasting fulfillment. Reason 6. They don't tolerate drama or manipulation. Sigma females have a very low tolerance for drama and manipulation. Unlike others who might be willing to get involved in conflicts or play along with mind games, Sigma females simply don't see the point. They value their peace of mind far too much to engage in petty squabbles, back-and-forth arguments, or situations where people are being dishonest or manipulative. They would rather spend time alone than get caught up in unnecessary conflicts that drain their energy. For a Sigma female, drama feels like a waste of time and focus. She's usually goal-oriented and prefers environments where she can thrive without distractions. The second she senses a situation turning into a dramatic or negative space, she's likely to walk away. This doesn't mean she's uncaring or avoids helping others, but she's highly selective about the battles she chooses to fight. Instead of getting pulled into the emotional turmoil of others, she stays grounded, protecting her inner peace. This same mindset applies to manipulation. Sigma females value honesty and straightforwardness, and they expect the same from others. If someone tries to deceive or control them, they'll recognize it quickly. They have a strong sense of self and are very in tune with their boundaries, so when they detect any manipulative behavior, they don't hesitate to create distance. To a Sigma female, respecting her boundaries is essential, and anyone who tries to manipulate her loses her trust instantly. In these situations, she won't argue or try to change the person. Instead, she'll simply remove herself from the toxic environment and move on. This quality often makes Sigma females appear cool or detached to others, but it's really a form of self-respect. They understand that their time and energy are valuable, and they're not willing to waste them on situations or people that don't contribute positively to their lives. This makes them very selective about their social circles. They prefer to surround themselves with people who are genuine, respectful, and uplifting, not those who create chaos or bring negativity. Their focus on meaningful relationships allows them to build connections that are supportive and drama-free, which is essential for their well-being. In today's world, where gossip and manipulation are common, Sigma females stand out because of their refusal to engage in such behaviors. They teach us an important lesson. It's okay to walk away from drama and choose peace over popularity or acceptance. Their approach shows that setting boundaries and respecting one's own peace is a sign of strength, not weakness. Reason 7. The silent power move. Let's talk about something powerful. The art of silence. You know that saying, silence speaks louder than words? Well, Sigma females have mastered this game while everyone's out there creating social media drama, posting indirect messages. Sigma females, they simply disappear. And let me tell you why this is pure genius. When you're playing chess, what's more powerful, making noisy moves or quietly planning your checkmate? Sigma females choose the latter. They understand that true power doesn't need announcements. Here's what really happens. When a Sigma female goes silent, she creates mystery curiosity, respect space for reflection, mental chaos for those who wronged her, the psychology behind it. Let's get real for a moment. When you disappear without explanation, people start questioning themselves. They reflect on their actions. Your absence becomes your presence. Your silence becomes your voice. Real-world examples. Picture this. Your toxic colleague is spreading rumors. Everyone expects you to defend yourself, create drama, fight back, prove them wrong. But what does a Sigma female do? She maintains her grace, focuses on her goals, lets her success speak, watches from a distance as others reveal their true colors, the aftermath. The beautiful thing about this power move is what happens next. Your worth becomes obvious. People miss your presence. Your absence creates impact. Your return, if you choose, carries weight. Remember this: you don't need to explain yourself, justify your actions, announce your moves, prove your worth. Drop a con in the comments if you've ever won a situation by simply walking away. Share your silent power move story. Your experience might inspire another queen. Reason 8. The self-discovery journey. All right, beautiful souls, let's dive into our 8th brutal truth. This is a vital phase, one that many people overlook. For Sigma females, self-discovery is more than just a trendy buzzword. It's a powerful commitment to understanding who they are at their core. While others might be busy focusing on drama, Sigma females are investing in themselves and their futures. Why is this important? Imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't start construction without first laying a solid foundation, right? That's how Sigma females approach their lives. They know that to build their empires, be it in their careers, personal lives, or passions, they need to first understand themselves deeply. This means taking time away from distractions and negativity. The process of self-discovery. Here's what this journey often looks like for a Sigma female. Solitude. They embrace alone time, which allows them to reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. Exploration. They try new activities, travel, read books, and engage in hobbies that spark joy and interest. Introspection. They ask themselves tough questions. What do I really want? What makes me happy? What are my values? Goal setting. With clarity comes confidence. They set clear, achievable goals to align their actions with their true selves. Why disappearing matters. When Sigma females choose to vanish during this journey, it's not about escaping reality. It's about focusing on growth-building resilience, creating a vision for their future. And here's the kicker. This period of self-discovery is often when they find their true passions and strengths. While others are caught up in drama, Sigma females are leveling up. The outcome. Once they've invested that time into themselves, they return, empowered, confident, ready to take on the world. And lastly, reason number 9, the social battery recharge. Here's one is crucial for understanding how Sigma females thrive in a world that often demands constant interaction. What is a social battery? Imagine your social energy as a battery. Just like your phone, it has a limited charge. For Sigma females, every social interaction, whether it's a coffee date, a meeting, or a family gathering, drains this battery. They love connecting with people, but they also know when it's time to unplug and recharge. Why alone time is essential. Let's be honest, alone time is like pure gold for Sigma females. It's not just about avoiding people, it's about recharging their energy and reconnecting with themselves. Here's why this time alone is so important. Social interactions can be exhausting, especially for those who thrive in solitude. Sigma females need that quiet time to restore their energy levels. Think of it as plugging your phone back in after a long day of use. Alone time allows Sigma females to reflect on their experiences and emotions. It's during these moments of solitude that they gain clarity about their thoughts, feelings, and future directions. This reflection is key to their self-awareness. Many Sigma females are incredibly creative. Whether it's writing, painting, or brainstorming new ideas, they often find their best inspiration when they're alone. This is when they can let their minds wander freely and explore new possibilities without distractions. Just like you might clear your computer's cache for better performance, Sigma females use alone time to mentally reset. This helps them eliminate stress, anxiety, and the noise of daily life, leaving them refreshed and ready to face the world again. So, how do Sigma females know when their social battery is running low? Here are some signs. Feeling overwhelmed. If social situations start to feel like a burden rather than a joy, it's time to step back. Decreased focus. Struggling to concentrate during conversations might indicate a need for solitude. Irritability. If they find themselves getting easily frustrated, that's a signal to recharge. Now, let's talk about how Sigma females recharge their batteries. Here are some popular routines. Nature walks. Spending time outdoors can be incredibly rejuvenating. Fresh air and natural surroundings work wonders for the soul. Reading and journaling. Diving into a good book or writing in a journal helps clear the mind and process thoughts. Meditation and mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can center their thoughts and emotions, creating a calm state of mind. Creative pursuits. Engaging in art, music, or any other creative outlet allows them to express themselves and recharge their spirit. At the core, Sigma females are resilient, strong, and intentional. Their disappearances aren't about rejecting people, they're about staying true to themselves. For Sigma females, disappearing is sometimes the only way to keep their unique identity intact in a world that often misunderstands them. So, to all the Sigma females watching, remember, your uniqueness is your strength. Each of these reasons reflects your deep sense of self-worth and authenticity. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for choosing solitude, self-reflection, or walking away when something doesn't feel right. You know what you need, and that's powerful. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'd love to hear from you. What's your top reason for sometimes pulling away? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, make sure to watch till the end, as well as check out our other videos on female empowerment and personality types. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep embracing your inner Sigma.